So this is for my daughter, Kennedy. This is how you make chili. Dad's gonna show you, okay? Step by step. I already cut up my onion. I took a half of an onion. There's the other half there. Half of a giant onion. Half. I mix it in with garlic. 2 of those spoons of garlic. All right? Now we're gonna saute these down until they're kind of soft. And then we're gonna move on. I put salt and pepper on this only. Nothing else, there's just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, just to get these to reduce. When I start reducing all the harshness out of them, then I'll show you what we do next. So those are cooking. Starting to sizzle up a little bit. And that's reducing it, okay? So we're gonna reduce it. We're gonna get rid of that crunchiness. We're gonna make them soft, palatable. In that way, I had to put a little bit of butter in there, right? Normally I'll use some olive oil, but I'm using butter, real butter, not margarine, not country crock, none of that stuff. There's real butter. 2 tablespoons of butter. Pretty good, you know, with sticking up off the spoon about that high twice. Boom, boom. And that's gonna help reduce this down. And that's gonna give me the flavor that I want later in this chili. Okay, we're almost there. At this point, I'm gonna add our meat. So, as you can see, I do not do red meat. I use ground turkey. Turkey's sustainable. You get a turkey, have it full grown within a few months. They're meant to be eaten. Cows take 2 years to be full grown. It's bad for your heart. I don't use red meat. I use what's sustainable. We have an infatuation with red meat in this country. I do not. So we're gonna do a healthy chili. So here you go, Kennedy. I just put all that meat in. So we're mixing it all up. Here you can see, we mix it up. So it's all intertwined together. So your flavors are all staying right now. No seasoning in here other than a little bit of salt and pepper that I put on the garlic and the onion. So we're just going to keep mixing this up until everything is brown. That's browning up. We don't have it all the way brown yet. All right. We're going to get it nice and brown. It's hard with one hand. You'll have 2. Keep it on the burner. And so we're rolling it. And then I start chopping again. And let's go in a circle pattern. That way I know I've gotten the outer part done. And I mix it because I don't want all onions and garlic in one part. And I go and I start working my way inward. Like that. Right, then you get a complete circle. You just go forward and backward a couple times just to make sure it's chopped. And always scraping the walls. It's hot as hell in there. All right, then we're going to start flipping it. We're almost there. Then I'm going to have Suzanne put some Worcestershire on top. This is the reason you do the Worcestershire, is because it's turkey, right? So if you like red meat flavor, Worcestershire will give you that. Go ahead and just coat a little bit on all of it. That should just go evenly all the way around, and that'll give us a red meat texture flavor. Not the texture, but the flavor. The texture's already there. Thank you, hon. So you use Worcestershire sauce. And now you can already smell it. It smells like a steak. So that's all brown now. Close as brown as I want to get. It's still going to cook when I make the chili itself. So then this is done, other than adding some seasoning. Now this is what I'm going to put on meat. So we'll start with the onion powder. Just go around and coat the top. All right. Same with the garlic powder. Okay, open that up. It already smells sweet. That onion powder makes it very sweet tasting. Then get the garlic powder. Same thing. Coat it like so. And then now paprika. So the paprika, give it a little bit of bite we want. And just do the paprika like this. Same way. When everything feels like it's evenly out there, you're done. So now we're evenly in there. And we just mix it. And this is just a little bit I'm trying to get it into the meat itself, because the chili itself is going to have all kinds of seasoning already. So I just want the meat to hold on to a little bit of this flavoring. And getting ready to turn off the heat right now, because this is all ready to go, and I got to start the beans. Decide that. Now we're here with this. This is where we're going to start all the good stuff. So this is what we're going to put into this. We got 3 pounds of our turkey meat already in here cooked. And it's going to go in the chili with our onions and garlic, right? So we use this, the Brooks Quick Chili Mix. Get the mild version of the Brooks chili beans. You need a can that size of crushed tomatoes, 28 ounces. Then you go down the line, use 3 cans of these diced tomatoes that are 14.5 ounces each. Then for this batch, I'm only going to use 2 of these dark kidney bean cans. They're 15.5 ounces each. Normally I use more, but I don't want too much beans. So then when you dump them, you start here. You get this one. Take it. See, I'm not draining it. You dump it. You dump it in there that way, right? There's one. Grab our other one. Now we got the beans in there. Those beans, right? And empty it out. And come over here and grab these tomatoes, and I want to put them in between the beans that I'm already working with, and I'm going to add more beans. Chili. These are all chili diced tomatoes. They're made for chili. You have to make sure you get the right ones. So we got those. Now we come to our crushed tomato. Okay. Then we come to the big cans. Hold on. This is a big can. And usually take some Cokes and get it out. Those beans all come out nice and beautiful. Okay. Then I got the other one. This one's usually compacted. Like this can. I have a hard time getting them out. I have to scrape them out. So put in there. Not today. All right. So that right now is what we need. And now I'm going to season garlic powder. Okay. Onion powder. We need to open it up a little bit bigger than what we had the first time. Sorry, holding the phone. So the onion powder. Okay. I'm going to put more paprika in here. Okay. Now, chili. So you get your chili powder, your cumin, and a little bit of cayenne. Cayenne first. And I don't need too much. That's enough. Plenty of cayenne. That'll mix in. I got to cook that down big time. Now for my chili powder. So you can do your spoons or you can do whatever you want, but watch what I do. Okay, that's it. Now remember, I'm making about, I don't know, man, probably a good 8 pounds of chili right now for the Super Bowl. Now my cumin. Okay. After that, I'll show you my little secret I do, which makes this unbelievable. Add the meat, and then I add this. I always add this to my chili. It kind of gives it that, it makes the flavor so much better. So you count 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. And that is it. Now I'm going to add my meat, and we're going to get cookies in and start stirring it up. Get it all mixed in there, and then you put it on heat. You do add sugar to this after it's warm, after it's hot. You give it about an hour, and then you taste it. And if it tastes a little spicy, sugar always calms down that spice, but you do add a little bit of sugar no matter how you make your chili. And some people don't realize it, but every professional chili is made with a little bit of sugar in it. So, okay, that's how we want it to look, right? This is what we're looking for. Nice, consistent turn of the spoon brings up the same, then I know I'm ready. I got a mess. This is only, if this were only the one thing I'm making today, but it's not. We have mostaccioli next. I'm about ready to put it on heat. I just put the lid on. We're gonna crank this up to about medium. And I'm gonna let it cook for a while before I even touch it, right? I'm looking at about, I don't know, give it about an hour of just coming in, checking on it, stirring it up, you know. But I'm gonna put it on medium, and I need all these flavors to meld together. I'm cleaning all this up right now as this starts to cook. Kennedy, I want you to know, this is what I do with everything. Everybody knows I do this. It's important to me that we recycle everything, okay? Everybody's too easy. They run around and they just throw it all in the garbage. Well, we got a garbage and a recycling bin. I would suggest everybody doing that. It's the best thing for this planet. The landfills are over inundated with our trash. We need to start reusing things. We need to start being more conscious.